Well, the financial impact of the coronavirus has definitely impacted small businesses around town, leaving many to wonder how their business will survive. To help us navigate the waters and offer tips on how to adjust your business plan, Brad Sugars is joining us now. We talk about it's such a trying time. We keep hearing uncharted waters. What's going on? How can we help our businesses?
It is a tough time, and there's a lot of change. And about half of the businesses out there are going way up, and about half of the businesses are going way down. So we've got to be somewhere in the middle. So, first thing they got to do is communicate. Communicate with your staff, your customers, your prospects. You've got to be communicating twice as much now as you ever did.
And that is so important, to be honest, correct? Transparency now more than ever is so important.
Open up front, be as clear as you possibly can be. I think that you've still got to stay positive. The reality of it is that we don't know if there's going to be 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever, but you've got to stay upbeat, and especially if you're the boss. If you're the boss and you're not positive, then you can't expect your people. You've got to lead them through this thing and make sure. I think that we got to understand that for every up there's a down, for every down there's an up. Stock markets bounce back the year after they go down, and yes, we're having a downturn right now for some businesses, but there will be an uptick on the back end of that. And same as a farm goes through fall and plows the fields under, they got to get through winter, and that's basically a lot of businesses. It's going to be winter for a little while.
And I think it's so tough because when we're hearing again, casinos on the Las Vegas Strip closing. That's we keep hearing.
It's unprecedented. The change that we're going through is unprecedented. I think that we've got to understand that change is the new norm right now, and we are changing. You must change. You got to change your marketing message. You got to change everything about the business right now. Pivot, turn. I have 9 different companies, and every one of them we're planning. What can we do different? How can we get customers today? What can we do? And these are some of the things that are very important for us all. Credit is the next one. You've got to go and get more credit.
How is that? Is it happening, or?
Right now, you can still get credit. I mean, I skipped cut back because you mentioned the casinos, and it's such a hard one to say, but you're going to have to cut back costs. In some cases, you're going to have to rotate your staffing. And, I know for us, we've got some staffing coming in early mornings and some working late nights and some working from home. And all of these different aspects of it is the thing. But the banks are still getting credit. If you can get a new credit card to get you through this, if you can extend your line of credit to get through this time, do that and do it now.
And I noticed that a lot of the credit companies, I was popping up my app, and they have a message: if you're going through this, give us a call, we'll work with you.
It's definitely going to have to happen. I mean, mortgages and rents and things, it's going to be challenged right now. I mean, that's going to be a big part of what we're looking for.
What else do we have?
I think that we've got to plan the working from home. We've got to plan that staffing, and that's a technology shift. We've got to look at deliveries, and I see so many restaurants now doing home deliveries. And, one of my businesses, Monty Smokehouse, it's a mobile food. We're food trucks, and there's no festivals going on. So we've had to go to different methodologies and different ways of doing things just to survive through this period.
And a lot of restaurants are working with companies and trying to do those online deliveries and just to stay open, stay afloat.
I think that the next one, you've got to look at your marketing. The message has to shift. You can't be on marketing the same. What you marketed last week is going to be different to this week. It can't be, but you've got to still do it. You've got to still be going out there. Despite the Strip closure, what it means is every other restaurant in town now doesn't have all of that competition. Every other restaurant in town now has a lot less competition. So you've got to keep trying to get those customers that used to go to those other restaurants to come to you.
And by doing that, we'll talk a little bit about that during the 10 a.m., how we can help as a community help our smaller businesses and our restaurant. Gift cards, it's a great one. We'll talk about that during the 10 a.m. And then real quick, what else do we have on your list?
I think focus on your existing customers. Repeat business, getting to your existing customers, call them. Don't just send emails. Actually get on the phone, call them up, do business with them, be that person. And out of my 11 things, I threw in a number 12, which was over-deliver right now. Over-deliver on customer service. Be compassionate to your customers. Use a lot of common sense. I mean, right now, you've got to change, though, and don't wait until it's too late. Change early, change fast.
Yeah. And where can we get more information?
They can jump on actioncoach.com. I got a COVID-19 up the top there. You just jump on anything I can do to help and grow. My website, bradsugars.com. We're getting our education out there. I'm doing webinars every day to help people because it's so fluid and it changes every minute.
It is. It's ever changing. You're sticking around during our 10 a.m. Again, we'll talk about how we as our community, how as consumers, we can help our small businesses, not just the restaurants, but other small businesses. And also we can touch a little bit about the Small Business Administration, see what they're doing.
SBA is doing all they can. You can jump on the SBA.gov, and I know it's crashing because there's a lot of people trying to apply right now, but it'll get there.
Okay, we'll talk about that during our 10 a.m. show. Thank you so much for stopping by. A wealth of knowledge.